Right across the street from Soldier Field in Chicago, we are at the Field Museum of Chicago. Let's climb the marble stairs and see what's inside. Okay, we've got our tickets. Here we go. Wow, look at those dinosaur skeletons. There are a couple of elephants. And what in the world is this? A brontosaurus? I don't know, but it's big. Ooh, this looks like an old whale. Here inside the animal wing, you've got every conceivable animal on the face of the earth stuffed behind glass. Deer, antelope, horses, fox, elk, big cats, big dogs. It's all here at the Field Museum of Chicago. Getting a little foxy here. And not to get sheepish, but there are the rams. And it looks like we've got a horse back here, or a donkey maybe, and some other critters that you probably don't want to run into. The Afro-tropical region. And here is a display that puts it all in perspective about how long mammals have been on Earth. The column on the left is the number of species of insects on Earth. The second column are the mollusks, primarily sea animals. The third column is the fishes. Fourth is the sponges. And the last one is the mammals. Only 4,500 known species. And look, here are the worms. Funny, don't they look like fishing lures to you? We're going to go inside an Egyptian tomb.
Okay.
Ooh, I wonder if there are any Egyptians in here. Searching for the Egyptians. Where are the dead Egyptians? Ooh, where's the mummy? Where's my mummy?
What's in here? Oh, I see it! I see it, Mom!
Oh look, a visitor's rest stop.
Ari, Ben wants to sit.
Oh yeah, that's for me. Come, there's something cool this.
Look, each visitor in the tomb gets to take a break.
Yep.
One of the most impressive things about the Field Museum of Chicago is their collection of Egyptian artifacts. They have several mummies. We've got a lot of sarcophagi, but they actually have several actual mummies on display here. I don't know who was inside this box, but it sure took them a long time to make. Maybe we got to watch the Tomb Raider come. And here is an actual mummy behind glass, where it belongs. Well, it looks like this guy is getting his belly full of beer. That's right, this man is getting drunk. Yeah, I just can't believe the beer back in those days was that good, but if it's all you have, it's all you have. Here we enter the tomb of the cat. Yes, they actually did worship cats back in the day. Having left the section on Egypt, we're now in North America, or the Americas, where we've got a lot of totem poles on display. Native American culture was very rich, long-lasting culture of many different tribes.
That's so cool.
And here we have the kind of masks that they used long before COVID. Yeah, I think these are much more interesting. How would you like to be a member of the Grizzly Bear Society? And here's a shaman doing his dance for you. And here on display are several different styles of daily wear. These, if I were to guess, are from the northern regions of North America. Here we have some clothing that starts to display a little bit of the North American native art. Those are some pretty boots there, ladies. And they got a guy on display here making his meal, I believe. Oh, the life of the working woman. It's amazing what you can do with a little bit of animal skin. This is definitely some cold weather gear. And this looks like an old-fashioned skin boat. Yes, they made boats out of animal skin. And looks like a fish trap here. Here we have one of the saddest stories in the history of mankind, where Europeans came and slaughtered the Native Americans. Stepping inside an old Mexican kitchen. Yes, this is where they ground the corn. While Tristan Rainbow stood by taking photographs. And here is where they did the cooking. Here's a Mexican stove. Oh, it looks like we're having soup for dinner. Yum, yum, yum.
Yummy soup.
Here's the meat. And back out to the lobby. There's that big old dinosaur again. Man, he's impressive. Oh, look, Tristan Rainbow found an oval penny machine. He loves these things. I remember when he was barely big enough to turn that in. And now we enter the Hall of Death. Here we have a depiction and some actual video below of what happens to a whale carcass when it falls to the bottom of the ocean. It's a feast for all. Tristan Rainbow's favorite part of the museum, a bench.
Does this happen when somebody dies?
The Hall of China. Let's go in and see what we can find. Well, one thing is for certain, we're going to hear some beautiful Chinese music. This man sure does look calm, doesn't he? Oh, look, Tristan Rainbow found another bench. Wow, how many hands does this person have? Wow, nice slippers. I wonder if you can still buy those in China today. Tristan Rainbow sure does love his benches.
Hi, I found another bench.
Tristan Rainbow said, "Oh look, it's a trinoceros." What's this? Tyrannosaurus Rex? Wow. Looks like we've got some velociraptors here. They do look evil and deadly. Here we have another plant-eating giant. Just can't get enough of old T-Rex here. Looks like we've got a couple more of those velociraptor types. And here is one of my all-time favorites, the ankylosaurs. Kind of looks like a stegosaurus, huh? Man, this guy looks scary. Looks like we got some horse families here. Horses have come a long way in a million years. And now we're in the primate section where the human story begins. Hey, I think I saw this guy on a construction site. His name is Neanderthal. What's this? An ancient armadillo? Man, that's some grizzly bear. He's a biggin'. Here's another big bear for you. And here we have a familiar Ice Age character, the saber-toothed tiger. An ancient elk or an ancient moose. A mastodon, perhaps. Looks like a prehistoric horse. Those are some impressive tusks you got there, fella. For you science history buffs, here's a little bit of history of the world, citing several mass extinctions, of which I believe there have already been 5. Will there be 6? This museum has a very impressive collection of skeletons. Fossilized bones of animals that we never got a chance to see. Oh, if we could only go back in time and see what they really looked like with skin and muscles. And perhaps feathers, you never know. Now that's a cool one. That's what I call a dorsal fin. All right, finished with the fossils, and here we go looking at different races of mankind. Here's a group here that looks like they are from Bali. We know those folks. Yeah, they love their cockfights. Moving on, you've got the Caucasian European guy, an African, a little bit of everybody. That's what makes the world go round. And here we've got some African art. This clothing and art come from Asia, specifically the Tibet area.
Oh wow, a conveniently placed bench. I'm just gonna. This bench is very.
Oh no, we're going to get shrunk. Well, let the shrinking begin.
You are in shrinking stage 2. Shrinking is almost complete. You are in shrinking stage 2. You are in shrinking stage 2.
Oh, that's the penny from 1999. Come to the microsoil lab. Shrink check station. How to find out you should be less than an inch. 25. Okay, Carl, you got a minute. Carl. Oh, that's a mother. The mother is very. It's can just splinter his method.
Well, that concludes our 6-hour tour of the Field Museum of Chicago. Here's a look at the beautiful Chicago skyline and Lake Michigan off in the distance. And let's not forget our beautiful host, Sam. This is the building we stayed in the second floor apartment. I love these old Chicago houses. They are cool. See you next time.